The Sly Guy podcast is on Patreon. What do you want? Extra content? It's there. There's 228 episodes of the extra Sly Guy podcast, all for as little as £2 a month. Get on over there, get special question asking privileges and everything else on the Patreon. Follow the link in the description. Get after it. We are proudly brought to you in association with Visual Antics Apparel. You want to get the sweetest podcast merch in the game? Head to visualanticsapparel.com and check out the Sly Guy podcast range. Follow the link in the description of this video to get straight in there. You see the range. We've got the Sly Fox, we've got hats, we've got hoodies, we've got the Physique Guy range, which when I get back from my holidays, I'm back in the marathon training, I'll be sporting the Physique Guy all over the place, pounding the streets and pounding in the sheets. I don't know what that means, but I'm doing it. And you can get your merch via the link in the description. You want 10% off? Use Sly Guy 10 at checkout. That's Sly Guy 10 at checkout for 10% off my merch right now. From day dot, this pod, Modest Beer, together. modestbeer.co.uk, link in description. 15% off any purchase, SlyPA15. SlyPA15 at checkout, Modest Beer. Yes.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast. I just want to say off the top, lots of stuff to talk about. This episode was so much fun. I love Jordan Robinson. I just want to say it. I love the guy. If you like to listen to podcasts where people who are on the pod together have a rapport, have a click, have a vibe, it's me and this guy. The Sly Guy and the Aqua Sloth together. It was so much fun. I loved it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And this has been a great podcast to listen to this week, but again, I want to promote another podcast. I know it's a wee bit like dodgy to do so, but I'm doing it anyway. I have a new podcast out at the minute on BBC Sounds and wherever you get your podcasts. By the way, in case you don't have the BBC Sounds app, which is silly, download it and get it anyway. But I have a podcast about parenting, and it's a bit different. It's like a radio show meets a podcast. It's a collab almost, and it's called Daddy What's a Podcast. It is a fun parenting podcast where I have some guests on board. I take some voice note queries from listeners, and it's so much fun to do. It's very personal as well. I've got my kids on board there. They do a wee bit because they have to pay the rent somehow, you know. And yeah, the response has been amazing to it so far. So thank you if you've listened. If you haven't, check it out. I'll put the link in the description of the pod as well, so you can check out Daddy What's a Podcast if you can't get enough of this. But that's all I want to say. Other than I'm heading away on holidays this weekend. From this will be out, I'm going to be in Poland. So if any of you guys have any recommendations of things to do in Krakow, and don't say the obvious things, salt mine, Auschwitz, doing it. I want some hidden gems. Get in the comments. Let me know where to go. Nice wee bars, any restaurant recommendations. Let me know what I got to do when I'm in Krakow. And other than that, enjoy this week's episode of the Sly Guy podcast with me and Jordan Robinson, the Aqua Sloth. Let's get it. We're back. It's the Sly Guy podcast. It is the Sly Guy and the Aqua Sloth himself.
I'm so happy I've got
Jordan
your
Robinson.
nickname.
By the way, I need to give a shout. I think it was Nathan. Let me just double check because we'll get the questions later. But in one of the questions popped up my home screen from the patrons had asked and had referred to you as the Aqua Sloth, and I thought that was a known nickname of yours because it was so well delivered. Yeah, the Aqua Sloth.
Well, it 100% will be
Yeah.
in future. That is the second nickname I've got off coming on Sly Guy.
Oh, nice. What's the other one? Bathsheba.
That would also be a good one. No, Son of the Trend.
Son of the Trend.
Leslie the Trend Robinson.
That's right. The Trend. Son of the Trend. That's right.
But Aqua Sloth will go in my bio
Yeah,
now.
the Aqua Sloth.
I like it.
You know what though? I could see Aqua Sloth being like a brand almost.
Yeah,
Like I could see a logo.
Yeah, like Gymshark, but
Yeah.
Aqua Sloth. It's just Speedos.
Listen, any designers out there listening, please whip me up some logos for Geordie Rob, the Aqua Sloth. Just give it, like, would you be happy for them to sort of morph your image into it? Yes.
Only be more
We
than
want
happy.
logos, Aqua Sloth logos. I mean, imagine Aqua Sloth, like you get towels, Aqua Sloth towels, you know, but then again, I feel a wee bit like you would be like The Rock if you got your
How
own.
so?
Because, right, The Rock used to really enjoy tequila.
Mhm.
Then he made his own brand of tequila.
Yeah.
He used to really enjoy like energy drinks and he made Zoa his own energy drink. You are a big, like, you're such a big fan of Redox. You actually brought me a bottle of the pampered shea butter and ginger scent. I mean,
I never come to someone's house empty-handed, and I know this is not your house. You don't live
Yeah.
here.
Well.
But yeah,
Sometime.
yeah. No, you got the new bath, so
yeah, you got me, and I really appreciate that. But my point being is, could you ever leave Redox in order to launch Aqua Sloth, your own
a
brand?
rival brand,
Like a rival brand.
Oh.
I tell you what, like that sounds like a brand if the dudes would see like sponsored ads on Instagram, be like Aqua Sloth. You'd be like, I'll get some fucking Aqua Sloth. By the way, let's clip this Aqua. This is the origins. We'll be watching this in like Millionaire Minds Instagram pages in about 5 years' time. You know what? I want to cut an Aqua Sloth. Nathan, get us so you get naming rights. The Aqua Sloth.
We'll split it 3-way when I'm on that Stephen Bartlett podcast.
Yeah, well, no, not split 3-way. We'll split 2 ways. Nathan, we'll give Nathan some merch.
Yeah.
FOC.
No, we'll give him like a discount code.
Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect deal. But you know what? Yeah, let's get Aqua. Get this as get this Visual Antics, Seamus, the boys. Let's get an Aqua Sloth t-shirt on the go here.
Let's do it.
And it can be. Let's start the brand.
They asked me if I had any ideas for t-shirts in the past,
Uh-huh.
and my idea was the shakiest hand in the West.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it works.
I mean, it could work with Aqua Sloth too. Because imagine if you had the shaky. Maybe that's why your bubbles are so powerful and so
Every
bubbly.
bath's a
Yeah.
jacuzzi when I'm in it. That's funny.
That'd be tremendous. Yeah. What could you call it? What could the shaky brand be? Shakin' Stevens from Aqua Sloth? No.
What do you call it? Magnitude 69. Magnitude 420, because it's got like hemp seeds or something in
Oh
it.
wow! And why it's called magnitude?
Because like when earthquakes,
Yeah,
you know,
but it's also your
yeah,
porn.
no, but like cause of the shakes and stuff like that, you know, you shake when there's an earthquake, and it's magnitude. So
Right, okay.
it's called synergy, Dave.
I get you. I'm with you now. we're just. This is not a podcast. We're just like spitballing ideas. And then you could also get a bath bomb, just call it tectonic plate. But they only explode as you throw them together from the Aqua Sloth. You get embroidered towels, because like can I also ask you about what sort of makeup do you have in your body? How's it made up? Like, are you hairy? Are you kind of smooth? What sort of way?
Have you just brought me on the podcast to ask me this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just I'm just as a full market research I'm just doing now.
I'm a hairy gentleman.
Hairy, right? Okay, because I found, because obviously you know we spoke the last time, the progression has happened. You've got the photo of my first bath. I sent you the
It was
photo.
beautiful.
A full erection. And I have got a lot, like, for doing the bathroom, we've got a load of new tiles.
Nice.
That was a Christmas present my sister got. Now, I do want to point out that was probably the worst Christmas present I've ever received from my sister in my life, because my wife had organised that with her. Be like, just get us tiles. So Christmas Day came, I was like, do I not get like a wee trinket or anything, or like a wee something to play with? Or
My brother has never once got me a Christmas present.
have you got him something?
I don't think so.
You know what he's going to get this year? A bath beanie.
A bath beanie from Aqua Sloth.
Aqua Sloth bath
Yeah, that's
beanie.
another thing. Clothing for the bath. It's something that we could pioneer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of the cold plunge pools and stuff like that, people are wearing like beanies and stuff.
I don't want to be a comedian anymore. I want to be at the forefront of Aqua Sloth. And like, I mean, I think there's a whole world in there for people to just buy into.
Do you think you...
How do we start this business? Please come in the comments.
and also tell us how to... do you think you would be any good pitching on Dragon's Den?
For this, yeah, absolutely.
But just in general, say it wasn't necessarily your idea, but there's this company that comes to you and go like, Dave, we want you to be the spokesperson for this product that we're going to try and pitch on Dragon's Den. Would you be confident selling?
Oh,
I don't know if I could or not.
But you know what? Here's the thing too. Sponsorship on podcasts, right? I try, and I don't think there's been anything that we've been sponsored by that I don't genuinely buy into myself. Now, we're sponsored by Modest Beer. Love Modest Beer. Sponsored by Visual Antics. Love the merch. I'm trying to get some new sponsors on board too. I've had a chat with a few people. One of them was a company who tailor products towards the bald gentleman. Some bearded products, so stuff that I'm trying to work on here. and actually a brand of clothing, which again is for the bald gentlemen. They're beanies. That's to say they're beanies, but for bald people, you know. So there've been chats
They're
there
toupees.
about it. Yes, they are hair replacement treatments. Psychic Glen is at the forefront of that, and it's moving forward. But yeah, so it's stuff that I think you'd actually use. I hate when you hear on podcasts that you listen to, you're like, oh, this product, you're like, you don't use that. Fuck off. There's no way. So I want to do that, and Aqua Sloth, I'd be all over, because it's a new brand of thing. Like, it's a new is the fact that people like water. Men are getting more into baths, getting more into pampering.
Exactly. It's the metrosexuality of the male race.
I think so. And what would be some good gear? Like what like you are the Aqua Sloth.
Yeah.
You are the original Aqua Sloth.
I think for me personally, I don't like a bath bomb.
No.
No, simple. And
are they? Let me ask. Are they overrated?
I think so, because when you're a kid, it's a treat, and you're like, I'm having a bath. There's something in the bath that's fizzing. This is class. The novelty quickly wears off when you start paying tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. No, when it's people give you them for Christmas presents, fine, but you're actually buying them.
Yeah.
I've thought of a new product. Oh my god, why am I just helping people ideas? The bath flare. So it's like a flare. You throw it in the bath and just fizzes in your bath. Turn your bath into a jacuzzi, a football jacuzzi.
Yeah.
The bath flare from Aqua Sloth. And what is some bath clothing you could wear? Like, if, like, say you want to have a bro bath.
That's because it's great to reconnect with your friends in the bath.
Yeah, and like some people are a bit weird when their balls and dick are just floating around. So you get some underwear, like some swimming pants, some speed bros.
Yeah.
You know,
or what we could do is go the other way, do like a reverse of that. Instead of getting clothes, get like an eye mask.
Okay.
So it's like sight deprivation. So you don't see the dick and balls float.
Oh wow.
But they're there.
We call it a guy mask.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you could sort of be delving into like eyes wide shut territory there. Just guys in blindfolds naked in the bath with each other. I mean, I'm for it. You know, I'm for it.
Oh, yes. The future's exciting now.
Yeah, like
I'm excited.
You know what? I'll be honest, I was considering suicide there, and and now I feel like there's a future for me. And
you can get a bath bomb shaped like a coaster.
Yeah, and it really, it's electric. Just wow. I mean, any companies want to come, like, listen, Theo Paphitis, Bruce Jenner or whatever. Is it not Bruce Jones?
I've never actually.
No, Bruce Jones. It's not Bruce Jenner. Sorry, it's Caitlin. I'm sorry, Dad named her. I meant to say Bruce. Is it Bruce Jones?
I don't know. Deborah Meaden.
Deborah Meaden. Yeah. We get the mead bomb, makes your bath into like a big vat of beer. Wow, it's not mead. And people behind the comments saying mead's a drink of itself. Mead's distilled from honey. Mead's not a beer. I know.
All those are facts, though.
Yeah, I know.
I know a lot about mead.
I know. Listen. That's why they don't call me. I was gonna say they call me David Mead, but there's a legitimate David Mead out there whose office is just around the corner. But listen, I'll become David Mead. You're the Aqua Sloth, and I'm David Mead. I mean, I'll be getting a cease and desist letter from him being like, "You're not David Mead."
You see, if I research this and find there's like a Colombian health spa, called Aqua Sloth, I'm going to be so annoyed.
I mean, you know what we'll do? We'll just do what every big company does.
Just put the or a in front of it.
Just get them.
Oh yeah, purchase. Oh, a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, good. There doesn't appear to be a brand called Aqua Sloth. There are a lot of photos of sloths underwater, which is
excellent.
Fucking cool. But I think there are sloth toys that kids use that they can bring into the water, which I guess is actually an Aqua Sloth. Mike Tyson's going to be a brand ambassador. But yeah, they're just like bath plush toys for the bath. That's good. And if you ever wanted a Norwich City hanging sloth toy, go for that. I can already see how the logo's going to look. It's going to look amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited for this now.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's get started. And we love bath. We're the bath boys.
Should we make a production company and just call it Aqua Sloth?
I think we should just make everything Aqua Sloth branding. Like, I mean, can you imagine? All right, imagine you ever get to the point in your life where this is your job, is product testing, bath gear. Like, can you imagine? Like, you turn up to your office, what have you got today? And it's like, well, and you'd have to change your name to Mr. Sloth,
Yeah.
like Mr. Beast. You're like, well, Mr. Sloth, we've got the new, like, what's the, would you have like a floating, like a proper floating, like beer holder for people
Ooh.
that like to drink beer in the
No,
bath?
I have one of those like wooden things that I got for Christmas one year, that has the wee bookrest and the little like coaster for your like
A
mug of
bitch
tea.
plank?
Is that what they're called?
I believe
Is
they're
that
called,
the technical
I
term?
believe they're called bitch planks, yeah.
Well, I have two separate bitch planks.
And do you, let me ask, do you double up the bitch planks?
No, one at a time. And when I'm going for a bath, I would say to my girlfriend, I'm going to go watch the. Fuck that up. I'm going to go walk the bitch plank. Dear.
Oh, what about no, never end up.
I've been staying in hotel rooms recently, for not a seated reason or anything like that. I've
yeah.
just been traveling a wee bit, and every single place that I've been has had a bath in the hotel room
And have you dabbled every time?
every single time. But we're getting in at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, this is not a good time for a bath. But you know what? I power through. 'Cause that's the Aqua Sloth way.
I just thought of another invention. Why is this my specialty? What about a portable bitch plank? So one that you can pack into a bag and it flips out?
My one's already like that.
Wow.
It's like so it's kind of like it's made out of like bamboo or something like that.
Yeah.
But it has the extendable kind of thing, so it fits in.
But
the
how
back.
small does it get into your bag? Can you
I
put
don't.
it-
I don't
hey,
think it would fit in a
Can you
backpack.
put it in your wallet?
No, you may
No.
not.
Well, this is what's going to happen with Dave's portable bitch planks. Out you go. Man, like, I need to set up this company. You know what? There'll be some wee rat who'll be straight on. You know the ones that comment as soon as you release the episode, 6 a.m. Actually trademarked Aqua Sloth. Fuck. But no, we'll get it. We'll do it. I imagine product testing, flavors and all fragrances. Be amazing.
Well, I'm still not sold that I'm going to go away from Radox, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you know.
But that would be a bad look for the company
Yeah.
if I don't use the own products that we are making.
But then let me look at them. Let me look at the boys. You know the boys. You're where are you going on holidays tomorrow?
Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin, Germany. You would say.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of two brothers?
Grim?
No, the Dazzler brothers. Addy Dazzler and his brother Mark or whatever. They both decided we want to create a company.
Is that the actual surname? Dazzler?
Dazzler, yeah. So Addy.
Oh, that's Addy and Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. I mean, why is he calling his company Puma? Not Bobby Daz. I mean, but they were two brothers who went into similar line of business, and they had a wee bit of a falling out, and they separated, and one formed Puma, and the other formed Adidas.
Yeah, a little bit closer to home. I don't know if this is a controversial thing to talk about, but Fona and value cabs.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's true. Didn't you think about that?
I didn't know if there's like a kind of West Coast East Coast feud with them.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
It could have been Fona. I didn't even think about that.
fucking hell.
I hate when that happens.
You think Biggie and Tupac was bad?
Yeah, Fona and value. No, I mean it'd be awkward if I imagine Fona came first, and they're like value's a wee bit sort of like, you know, for Fona sounds like it's more of a punchy ring to it. You Fona cab, value, but I like value cabs. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't want to get in any trouble with them. You know, sometimes their drivers can get a little bit of TT.
I noticed.
Yeah,
Was that
sometimes.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, each to their own. But my point is, we're kicking off. You know what? But you know what though? I hate the idea of anything. No, I hate the idea of because you like or you work in something you can't appreciate the same brand.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Or people in the same field. You know, like I like chocolate. I like Cadbury's. I still like Nestle. I like Galaxy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because if I work for Cadbury, it doesn't mean I wouldn't still eat the others. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Now, what I would say though, if I ever worked for a supermarket, I would always go to Marks and Spencer's no matter what.
Just because quality.
Just because, I love them. Like, I remember once I got hyped. Like, and I get hyped over supermarkets because I'm a loser. And I got hyped. I went to stay in just outside Windsor, was it? I know, somewhere in England, in and around the Thames, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was staying with Catherine's aunt in her house, and she was like, Waitrose is like...
Oh, Waitrose is...
Waitrose is the place to be. And I was like, well, it's
Very
not.
fancy.
It's not Marks and Spencer's. And she's like, oh, no. I went to Waitrose, and I filled my boots, my basket, my trolley. I filled it all. and I brought home expecting there to be a new champion in town. Marks and Spencer's beat it, hands down.
Controversial.
Yeah, and I mean, it is what it is.
The Apple Greens down south started like getting all the like M&S food in it. So every time you go to an Apple Green, now not the ones on the way to Dublin, but when you get past Dublin, so you're in Wicklow and stuff like that, all Marks and Spencer's.
And it says M&S on it?
M&S. Nice. There's Percy Pigs, branded merch.
Oh, nice. Because what I found now, this is going to be a wee bit out there for people at Easter time. Marks and Spencer's have chocolate eggs called like speckled eggs. Mm-hmm. And they, I believe, are nicer than mini eggs. And I'm a big mini egg guy. Like, I love a mini egg. I think it's because it's seasonal too, you know?
Yeah, true.
But the speckled eggs.
It's so kind of like, are you a fan of peanut butter?
Yeah,
Would you eat a peanut butter? So, you know Reese's, the peanut butter cups?
Yeah.
So each holiday, they have one for Easter, Halloween, and Christmas. And they do like the Reese's cup, but in the shape of a pumpkin, Christmas tree, or like an egg for Easter. You can only get them in certain places. I think, like, I found them in Tesco's down south. Haven't found them in Tesco's up north. I don't know if it's psychological because it's a different shape, and I enjoy different shapes. I don't always like the same shape.
That's a really good adage for life, my friend. Yes, there's joy to be had in all shapes and sizes, isn't there?
This is the most inclusive episode we've ever done. I just think they're 10 out of 10. Nicest, and I don't really like chocolate. The eggs, pumpkins, Christmas trees, just the seasonal peanut butter treat.
Yeah. Then is it I like thick chocolate.
No,
so
it's
is it a bit thicker or thinner?
Thinner, I would say.
Wow.
And easy, like as soon as you pick them up, say it's room temperature, it's not melting or anything like that. But you see, as soon as you pick it up, you can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. It's almost greasy.
But, you see, sometimes American candy, I don't know. Like, see, like people lose their shit about M&Ms in America. I'm not so keen on them.
Yeah. I mean, like, they started bringing those, like, salted caramel ones and stuff like that over here, and I'm not a huge fan of them. No. They have that really kind of weird, like, filmy kind of texture.
That's very, very valid, yeah. I get entirely what you mean there. Now, they are nice, but I have really weak teeth and apparently a very strong jaw. So, like, if I could break my teeth.
That is a dangerous fucking combo, man.
It is. No, that was what my dentist said to me, which was, I believe, it depends on how you look at things. A compliment, but other people may take it as an insult.
Yeah.
My dentist, I've broken a tooth now, ironically on a soft mint, but it had been in the glove box of the car
for 6 years.
Chilly. Yes, it's very, very firm. But I was like, this is not going to break, and I was like, it will break because I have a super strong jaw. And I crunched it down and I broke my tooth because I was so adamant to break it. And the dentist was like, yeah, like she was looking at my teeth and all, like a couple of things said that was disrespectful to me. One was talking about flossing, and I said, yeah, floss. And she goes, well, you probably don't need to floss the front. I was like, do not. Why is that? Because of the gaps, huh? She's like, yeah. But then she was like, your teeth they're very clean. Do you clean? I was like, yeah. She actually shouted at me for cleaning my teeth too much. Said you shouldn't clean your teeth after you eat food. You need to leave it for a while and blah blah.
But that's doing her out of business when you think about it. Cavities are good for dentists.
But then what she did say was like, you grind your teeth, your jaw. And like, this wasn't my current dentist, who's a dote. A previous dentist who's a tremendous dentist. Like, I believe she's probably one of the best actual dental people I've had. But her bedside manner, a lot to be desired. Awful. No banter out of her. Like, you like to go into the dentist and have a wee bit of crack before they fucking rip your face. She tried to take a tooth out of my head that wasn't ready to come out yet, just to even it up so she could put more. She wanted me to put she wanted to get me like a plant, like implants in the. And I was like, do I need that out? And she's like, nah. And then she goes, but you know what your problem is? Because when she's pulling one of my teeth out, like, I remember having a foot on the, like, trying to yank it out. She goes, don't take this the wrong way. She goes, but you've got a head like a gorilla. You have the biggest head I've ever worked on. I was like, well, thank you. I mean, and I took that as a compliment. So I'm a gorilla-headed man with an extra strong bite. I'm a primate.
You're the missing link. Oh, yeah, that could be the thing. I was going to, the missing link is kind of, I would like to go, have you noticed recently that there's been a lot of products that have kind of lent into the whole cryptid aspect of things? Like, there's, do you know, so in terms of marketing and stuff like that, I've still got my marketing head on. For example, like, there's a brand of tequila. It's called Chupacabra.
Yes.
There's Mothman Coffee.
Chupacabra is a mythical being, isn't it?
And then there's the Dr.
Sasquatch.
Squatch.
Yeah, Dr. Squatch soap. The Chupacabra, that's a character that features strongly in the film Coco, isn't it?
I have not seen Coco, but I would assume so because it has Mexican origins.
My man.
And do you know what it translates to in English?
What, Coco?
No.
Cocaine. Chupacabra?
Yeah.
Let me think. Sassy cat.
Very close. Goat sucker.
I mean, there's a few chupacabras about the place here. Like, I mean, a goat sucker? Wow. Oh, yes, because I know why. Because didn't the legend of the chupacabra be they were like these beasts that would have like killed livestock
And
sucked
drank their blood, yeah.
Nice, not filleted them, which is, of course, anytime you say suck, that's my
That
first
yeah,
thought.
that you always think
Beach.
that. Yeah.
You know? Like, do you want to suck on this sweet? Well, you know, no. Why is it always what you think? Because it's what you want to think, isn't it? But no, Coco's very good. Coco might actually be in the top 5 of my favorite films.
Is it Disney or DreamWorks?
Disney Pixar.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very. No, it might be a Pixar. It's definitely Disney.
My movie intake has gone down dramatically this year. For the first 2 months.
I got letterboxed, and I haven't actually posted anything on it, but I felt like I needed to get it after Nosferatu, and then I was like, "Do you have to try and be funny because you're a comedian?" And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
That
so
well, I
it's
feel
been
the
away.
pressure to
Yeah.
be funny all the time.
But Letterboxd, for anyone that doesn't know, is an app that you can basically review movies on. People can follow you, see what you're into. But Coco, I'd be giving it 5 stars. It is an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, emo
I,
Rocco.
I cry. Emo Rocco, Chupacabra. Yeah. Essay. Is that one we're starting to become racial now? Which is, if you listen to this podcast, you'll know my favorite thing.
I'm going to tell you what my highest rated. And in fact, no. Try and guess. You get 3 guesses.
Ooh.
What my highest rated movie on Letterboxd is?
Lilo and Stitch.
No.
Okay. Do you want to give me a clue?
Yes, I will.
It
is
Ghostbusters.
No, it's kind of like a dark historical comedy.
I know it. It is Jojo Rabbit.
It was Jojo Rabbit,
Oh, fuck. Yes.
but it isn't anymore.
Schindler's List.
Nope. Directed by Amanda Iannucci.
Amanda Iannucci? Don't know. I mean, hold on. Letters from Iwo Jima.
No.
No. I do realise these are not comedies. Like, if they're comedies, I'm a fucked up guy. Give me another clue.
It stars Steve Buscemi.
Oh, I give up. No, one more clue. One more clue.
Michael Palin is also in the movie.
Inglourious Bastards is he in?
Oh, it's third, man.
Oh,
It's third in my top 4.
I don't know.
The Death of Stalin.
The Death of fucking... I knew it was something.
Fucking excellent movie.
That's a good time.
Yeah. The second one is released in, I want to say the early 90s.
Okay.
Starring...
Donnie Darko.
No, starring Jodie Foster.
The Silence of the Lambs.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Then we know third's Inglourious Bastards. And
And you can only have 3, top 3, can't
No,
you?
4.
4? Right, okay.
and number 4 is
Hello, Clarice.
it stars Miles Teller.
It's the drumming one, is it? Whiplash? Yeah.
Got it.
Miles Teller's a good guy.
I like him. J.K. Simmons, though, is
Yeah.
one of my favorite actors of all time.
What about Serious Simmons? That's so bad.
he only does what, historical
Yeah.
biopics.
But no, I'm trying to think like what's like the film that made me want to download Letterboxd was Nosferatu.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
I don't know.
I think I was too excited for it, and it didn't live up to my expectations.
I think I didn't like let's do it. Will we do it?
Yeah.
Didn't like how Orlok looked. Didn't like his look.
Really? So
Didn't like his look.
apparently it was for the time that it's set. That was the height of fashion in Bavaria.
What the fucking the like? I mean, there's a comedian who does the Pav, sometimes hosts it. Has that exact hair, long and the mustache. Like I thought that's his exact style, But the Lord Orlok, he's just a fashionista of the times. But it was weird. Like I like Nosferatu, like the proper Glaswegian,
Glaswegian.
from back in the day with the big ears and a bald head. I liked him creeping up the stairs. I thought like whenever you get Bill Skarsgård, I think you gotta use his physical attributes more.
That's fair.
And I think you could have been anybody in that suit. Or
Very true.
in makeup.
Very true. The voice is also kind of...
You know what I hated? It was the drinking. The drinking the blood. As someone that suffers from misophonia, it turned me.
Nice.
Yeah, didn't like it at all. Also,
Great knowledge.
I kept feeling like I'm... Bear with me. I kept feeling like I'm Johnny Depp. You know, and in that I would, if that was my daughter, I'd be watching that film with her, and I'd be like, I would rather not see your boobies.
Yeah.
As much, just if that was cool. You know, because obviously he's an art guy.
Yeah.
And he likes drugs and what else does he like? Absinthe.
Yes.
So, you know, there's only so much drugs and absinthe you could take before the vision of your daughter being bucked by a vampire, it would be, I don't think you could erase it from your mind. Like, I want my daughters to I don't want to see them in anything other than like a nun's outfit once they pass the age of 10. Like, I don't want to see it. So,
oh my God.
but it was too, and then I also didn't like how skinny his legs were. They're freaky.
Skips every leg day.
Yeah,
he can,
like it's just too, and like I did think, to be fair, I thought his Walt was more impressive than his legs.
Yeah.
You know, and then also
Which is always the case.
Yeah, true. But then I looked at the guy, you know, the guy who's married to the old lady in real life. He was in he's in that action film. What's he called? Kick-Ass.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, I thought his character, was it Freddy or Frederick or Frederick or something?
Frederick or something like that.
I thought he got fucking screwed over.
Yeah, big cock energy with him, like.
But it was like, guy, come on, all he's trying to do is help his mate out, and then everyone gets killed.
Yeah.
In his whole family, and then he just died on his wife, didn't he? He wasn't doing anything dodgy to her body. Was he? Like, everyone's too gross.
Don't think so.
I would describe the film as like, it was grotesque.
Yeah,
I think. And
Yeah,
it made me
yeah.
uneasy.
There's definitely grotesque aspects to it, but have you seen any of the other Robert Eggers movies?
The Vitch.
The Vivitch. I'm a big fan of that.
Man, I didn't like it.
No?
No, I was just like, I feel like sometimes people are a bit too with films. Like, they think they're smarter than they are. And really, I didn't feel like a lot went on in The Vitch.
Oh, it really didn't. But what
Yeah.
did go on? It's like almost the stuff that happens, like, in the background that you don't see in front of camera. Your brain kind of like just essentially makes up what the characters are saying and stuff like that. Especially, spoiler alert, when they go into the woods and they go to the witch's hut and stuff like that.
That was Black Phillip doing all that shit, wasn't it?
Oh man,
Yeah.
Black Phillip, icon of horror
Yeah.
movies. You know, up there with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees.
Black Phillip.
We were going to call, if we got Rudy, the golden retriever. If we got a Black Lab, we would call him Black Phillip.
Philip, or would you just go on Philip or call him Black Phillip? Because that can be.
I
A
don't.
problem.
Yeah.
Like, if you're inside in the park shouting Black Phillip, that might draw some unwanted gaze. But gaze, I said, not gaze. Black Phillip, yes. Yes, you called. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, then I think it falls under the category for me of films I get too hyped about and too excited about, and I go and see them, like, that's not what I hoped it would
it's
be.
very middle of the road.
Yeah, but like, I'll tell you, a new film I am excited about is The Monkey.
Oh yes,
Monkey.
it looks good. Monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Johnny
it's-
Vegas is in it,
Yeah,
right?
the monkey. Oh, monkey. But yeah, it looks like, I like a comedy to be, or a horror to be a wee bit funny in parts too, and it looks silly.
Some levity.
Yeah, but I feel like
I'm excited for it.
the Eggman's films are all just a wee bit, they make me just leave and feel a bit like, that's a bit shit.
Dr. Eggman. So, did you see The Lighthouse in the Northman?
I've seen The Lighthouse. That's the one with Defoe and Pattinson on it, isn't it? Yeah. That's a good film.
Bad, man.
Yeah. Is it one of your? Why is it not in your top 4?
Because I just don't think it's better than any of the 4 I have.
Well, then that is the perfect answer to that question. Look, so they are your 4 favorite films.
Yeah, they do change. I mean, like Jaws used to be in there. Jojo Rabbit used to be in there. Shawshank Redemption. Like, since when I first started, like, properly watching movies, say like 10 or 11, up until about 25, Shawshank Redemption was always number 1. Because it was like my dad's favorite movie. It's a movie we watched together, and it's a good movie, and it's the highest rated movie on IMDb. But then when you go, like, you know, I can have my own opinions that aren't that of my parents.
Yeah.
You know,
Can I come out with something that might startle a few people? I've never seen it.
it's very good, man. You should read the book. It is literally about 75 pages long.
The Shawshank Redemption is.
It's the book is called Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah. Well, I've
There you
never
go.
seen it. And again, I think it's that thing, and I sometimes do that. If everyone talks about it, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah. I've not,
And then you do it, and you're like, yeah, like Game of Thrones, and fucking I watch it, like it's class.
I have. I feel like this is a safe space for me, kind of
Yeah,
like you were
of course.
there. And I would like to admit that I have never actually watched The Godfather.
The Godfather, no, and it's a good film too.
Yeah, I've been told. But it's that kind of thing where I'm like, I'm being pressured so much to see it
Yeah.
that I'm like, I'll get to it. And
Yeah.
knowing me on my deathbed, I'll be like, yeah, I've got.
What
spare 3
film
hours.
last time we were in? We were going to say we're going to watch together.
Was it Biodome?
Biodome, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be. We need to if we can figure out a way to watch films and do something. But
We
I'd
need to
love
do that, yeah.
You can probably do it on Patreon, you know, without
Yeah,
having to
exactly.
put it on YouTube. I think.
Get Omniplex involved.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a place in Cumber that used to have a like fully functioning cinema, but it was like private hire.
Yeah, I still think that's on the rip, is it not?
No, because I remember one Halloween we went to go see The Exorcist there.
Huh.
And it was one of my favorite activities that I've ever done on a Halloween. Was it the Excelsior or something like
There
that?
was. Let me Google that. It wasn't the Tudor, is it? Like the Tudor Cinema Club, because that's where Tudor Cinema Club came from. Let me see.
It might actually be that. I'm not sure. But yes, it was in, and it was so counterintuitive what I did.
Yeah, that's the Tudor Cinema, and yeah, Cumber.
Yeah.
That's still on the rip.
They were doing this thing on Halloween, playing The Exorcist.
That one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's like stepping back into the 50s, I assume. because I've
And that's
never
where the
been.
band the Tudor Cinema Club's from, because they were the Tudor Cinema Club. So did you know that? There you
Today
go.
is a day of firsts. I also found out recently, speaking of fucking facts that don't matter, you know,
All right, don't insult me. Tudor Cinema Club fact there, Torty, please.
during the Black Death, and the plague doctors used to wear the big kind of like crow masks and
Yes.
stuff like that. Did you know that they used to put like potpourri and nutmeg in it to ward away, because they thought that the disease was spread because of bad air, and
no.
that's why they put like nutmeg in it.
Because here's the thing with that, I always thought about those masks. Why do they have to look so scary?
To scare away the demons, man.
Right, okay. So that's why they did that. I just thought they did that to like stop the smell getting anyone on. And they're like, oh no.
This is probably a 2-for-1. I don't know. Oh, I'm just thinking about Halloween tie-ins for Aqua Sloth.
Uh-huh. Oh, right, okay. What have you going to have? Pumpkins? No, why did I say
Yeah,
it's
why do you
gross.
always have to go dirty?
I know.
man?
Sorry, I don't know, man. It's stupid.
I don't know. I probably would just do the traditional mascot. We also need a name for the mascot.
For the Aqua Sloth?
For the Aqua Sloth.
What's a watery name? I don't know. Guys, give us a name for the Aqua Sloth. I want to show you something here too, actually. That speak while we're still talking cinemas.
I would definitely put him in like a little plague doctor mask.
The Aqua Sloth and Plague Doctor mask. Well, that'd be pretty
Pretty creepy.
pretty creepy. Let me see. Last week I did my activity. When was it? In fact, no. It was Shane Todd. I sent him the photo, so it'll be with him. Let me see.
Oh, I think I might know what this is. Was this on your travels?
I don't think so. Say what you think it might be.
Was it when you were in the Czech Republic?
No, but you can tell me about that. Anyone keen to know?
I went on a plague tour in the Czech Republic.
Oh, on a plague tour? No, I didn't do a plague tour. I went to the Torture Museum. Did you go to that too? Yeah.
We did. I was very let down.
It was basic, wasn't it?
It was so
like,
basic.
But no, I'll show you this. I got this from the Strand Cinema during the week. Yeah. There's still a couple left. Do you want to purchase?
You know the carpet?
Yeah.
I emailed them inquiring about the price of it
Yeah.
because,
Oh, I know what dudes
know
are
the
on
deal.
that carpet. Yeah,
you,
for sure.
you know the deal.
Yeah.
I really wanted to buy I think it was like a 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter thing, just for prosperity. It was the first ever cinema I went to, and it's been in operations since 1938, which is crazy when you think about it. And it used to house people during the Belfast Blitz and stuff like that.
It was a great place. And
really
good
good.
gigs there too.
Oh, I loved it. Every time that I've done it with you, it's fantastic.
It's a lot of fun.
I would have loved to get that, but they priced me out of it, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, tell me how much it was if you don't mind me saying.
£40. It's kind of priced me out of it.
Well,
For a curio or knick-knack that I probably won't do anything with.
yeah.
A little bit too expensive for me.
But I get you. But now I bought the lover's chair there for my I was actually going to be the playroom in my house, but then we put a sofa in there. There's no room for it now, so we're going to reupholster it and put it in the dining room.
Very cool.
Which would be nice. But
I love that.
Again, it's the Strand often has a lot of sentiment.
Yeah.
For people, like I think I was one of the first cinemas I went to.
Do you remember what was the first movie you saw?
I honestly can't, but I remember like I went to my first date there as well. You know,
My goodness.
So like there's memories there, and then obviously the gigs we've had there.
Yeah.
The live podcasts we've done there were brilliant.
I went to a movie once there, and 2 rows in front of me, Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol.
Oh, nice. Was it a while ago or was it recently?
No, it was a couple of years ago now. And the movie was, they were doing, like, you remember the Bring Back the Classics thing?
Yes, that was a great idea. You know what? I want to give a shout out to the Strand because I've done a few gigs with them before, worked with them. I love what they do. I love the heritage, and I love that they're keeping the shape of the building.
Yeah,
it's
I love
going to
that.
remain. I love it, but I also love the history of it all. I also love the new thing they're doing at the minute. They're now based in Conswater, but they're still doing showings.
Yeah.
They're still doing a lot of like work within the arts for local people in the community. I just think it's a great venue and it's a great charity, and I think people should really support it because I really love it, and everyone who works there too has always been great.
Dead sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know if they were going to have a performance space like they had with the old Strand?
Well, there may or may not have been emails going back forward this week about potentially doing stuff. Now there's temporary venues in and around Belfast that they're going to use. So like the Harlem Wolf Welders Club is a venue that might throw
Down near
something
Lee
on.
Street, yeah.
There's a few other places that they've talked about, and I want to continue my relationship with them. I probably would like to do a live podcast there at some stage, and then another stand-up night probably at some point. But again, I feel like the Strand's the perfect size for a live podcast. I feel like and I liked everything you could do with it as well. And I love it. And another thing that they are doing at the minute, which I think if you have any affiliation with it, which you know we do, you name a seat.
I might do that.
So you can get in, name a seat for when it reopens again, and then that'll be your seat. No, I mean, I think other people will be able to sit on it. I don't think you own the seat, but
okay, then I might not do
it. Yeah. But what you could do, I think, if it is your seat and you bring your ID, you can trail people off the seat, you know? And then ideally I said, listen, could we also have like separate, like water facilities that only people that own seats can have, and then the great unwashed just have to go elsewhere. And they were like, no, Dave, because that's a problem. And all right, fine, do you? There's only suggestions. I'll go back to Brandon Aqua Sloth again and see what. In fact, that's what
Brandon Aqua Sloth. Yeah. Aqua Sloth, one word. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call this episode, Aqua Sloth TM, because we've trademarked it. It's ours. It's our IP. It's intellectual property belonging to us.
I fucking love that.
I'll take them to the court, but. Yeah, it's a great time, and I'm excited to see what the Strand will be like, and hopefully,
I'm buzzing for it.
Hopefully it'll be a good regeneration of the whole area. I'd like to see. I think that sort of part around East Belfast could do with a wee lift, and hopefully
a wee boost.
It does it. Yeah. Speaking of boosts, what about yourself? What are you up to now? What's going up next? And
well, after we finish recording today, I'm going to friend of the podcast Ian Thompson's house.
Yeah.
And we are going to
4:20. It's time we're
blazing. It's Hitler's birthday. 20th of April. 4:20.
All right, I thought that's why you were going to
to celebrate.
Wow. And I mean, if ever there's a guy who looks like he may be into that based on his look alone, it's the fun ball guy.
We're heading down to Dublin. We're gigging tonight in the Crackdown, and then like 5 o'clock in the morning, going to the airport.
Nice.
Berlin.
Oh, we're just jet setters this next couple of days.
Hitler's birthday.
You're heading to Berlin to celebrate the Führer, and I'm going to. Well, I'm actually going the opposite. I'm going to Krakow.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to Poland.
Hey.
No, I'm going to Auschwitz-Birkenau on Friday.
For work or pleasure?
You know, well, technically, it's pleasure. Like it is. I'm not going there to work. You know, but I'm going there to. I don't think I'll enjoy it. But I think it's
an important thing to see in your life.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something.
I too am going to a concentration camp.
We're just two fucking shit guys, all right? Just the concentration camp brothers. Should we FaceTime from the concentration camps? Just like across the divide.
Oh, please don't put your hand
Yeah.
up when we're talking about concentration camps.
And when are you going? What day?
I'm not 100% sure on the day that we're
Go on
going.
Friday, because that's when I'm going to Auschwitz. And then we can sense each other.
Yeah, I'm.
Have you been to Auschwitz before?
Never. It's on the list.
It should be on the list. It should be on fucking plenty of list. So you've been to some concentration camps, have you?
Just Methody boarding school. That's the only one I've ever been to. No, not yet.
No. Wow.
So this is a first for me. I'm doing a lot of walking tours as well. Fucking hell, I have a lot to talk about. I started back to college.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
can't remember if we were talking about that last time.
We did last time. You were going back to do tourism.
Yeah, history and tourism.
Yeah.
So started that, and it's going good.
Nice. You enjoy it?
I like being back in college. I have a student discount card now,
Nice.
student ID. So, $5 off Giants tickets.
Oh, bingo.
Very happy about that.
So you're maybe a year you're saving like somewhere in the region like 900 quid. That's impressive.
Plus the rest. But yeah, so that's going good, and I've got like loads of tours and stuff like that booked for Berlin.
Nice.
And ice hockey game as well. So
But what I would say
Pig and shit.
about that for you would be, like, are you still going to be able to pursue your career in tourism whenever we become like mega rich?
It might be
like
a
brand guys.
vocation rather than
okay.
I like, you do it for the love of the game and then you do something else for the money.
I get you. Side hustle just for fun.
Exactly. Moonlighting.
Like paddle boards, like all the celebs do that now, don't they? Just
Pickleball as well.
Pickle, yeah.
They're all.
Yeah, I should get about that. But no, that's.
But no, I'm actually really enjoying it, and then I'm looking forward to. This would actually be great if anybody has any cool or unusual facts about the Maritime Mile in Belfast. I would love to hear them, because part of my course is I have to do a 20-minute tour on the Maritime Mile.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I can give you a fact about the Maritime Mile. I nearly watched my daughter die on it once. Yeah, Holly was on this. We went to the park at the end of it, and she was at this wee park and was sitting. It's like just right down by the docks near enough at the end. It's just past the Odyssey side. There's a wee kids park, and she was on this like spinning. It looks like it's like a bowl on a pool, a bowl in a pool, and there's this other little kid on it, and her dad was spinning her, and then Holly was on it, and he spun her too. She wasn't sitting on it right. She fell off, and I've never seen a neck bend like that. Like, she landed on her head and shoulder, and her feet flipped over, and it was the worst thing that I've ever seen. And I had to kill that dad.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I
like, where did you bury his?
I actually just threw him in the shallow water.
Yeah.
But it was okay, because that's a fact about the Maritime. Like, if somebody tries to kill your child there, you're allowed to kill them and just dump their body in the
It's
shallow
called
water.
martial law. It's fine.
Yes, marsh emphasis. But yeah, that was a horrendous experience. But it's like, I mean, I feel like, is here good for tourism? Like,
I feel like it is. I think there's a lot of history in Belfast.
Like, have you? I assume you've been to the Crumlin Road Jail a few times.
Several times.
It's a good spot.
I like
what
it.
they've done with it now is very good.
I wish they would. So I think for the majority of the tours they don't have tour guides anymore. And I think that would be my dream job.
Yeah, the Crumlin Road tour guide.
Crumlin Road tour guide would be up there. I had a job interview once. And it
for
was
the Crumlin Road, or just generally?
Yeah, it was for McDonald's. Actually did have a job interview at McDonald's, didn't get it.
Oh dear.
Not mental.
Well,
fuck no. Anyway, they had a job interview for the Crumlin Road Jail, and it was the day of my brother's birthday, 4th of March 2019, and I couldn't go back for it because I was doing the Frog and Bucket in Manchester, and I didn't win. No. So
you're like,
that's tough.
You took a risk and it did not pay off.
It did not. But look at us now.
Here we are, yeah, living the dream.
Living the Vida Loca.
No, definitely Loca. Chupacabras. But no, that was a lot of fun. But here's good. I got the private tour of the Crumlin Road Jail after I did support for Tim.
Oh, yeah, you've gigged there before?
Yeah, I gigged there. It was a good time. But I mean, I haven't gigged in the actual jail part. It was like one of the conference rooms,
yeah.
Which you're a bit like, that's not the one. But then we're walking out, one of the security was like, do you want to look in there? And we were like, oh, sure, come on. We ended up having like a proper tour. I went down through the tunnel and then in the gallows and everything.
I love that.
was class.
So cool. I did a paranormal tour once, and that's where I get my closer from.
Yeah.
About the Ouija board.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said that's where I got my clothes from for a second. I was like, what? I think the mannequins are all wearing very dated gear.
When I was in Methody, a lot of my clothes came from the like army surplus store.
Uh-huh.
So it looked like I was straight out of criminal jail, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Like,
Wow. But it's a great spot. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's one of the places where if anyone was visiting, that's where I'd take them.
Yeah.
I also like doing the tour of the City Hall. City
Yeah.
Hall's fucking beautiful, man.
City Hall's nice, isn't it?
Really nice.
What about I take it there's nothing really going to rip at the maze at the minute yet?
Not that I know of.
No. What about Carrickfergus Castle? Is it
I
decent?
like me and Vicky were there. Was it August last year?
Uh-huh.
And it was the first time I've been since Jesus I was in school, and enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
I might take the kids there sometime.
Yeah,
'Cause it's an impressive looking castle.
Apparently, there's a couple more museums in Carrick that I haven't been to, but they look interesting.
And you like lighthouses? What's your favourite lighthouse in
St.
Ireland?
John's Lighthouse. It
Where's
will
it?
never be broken. Clock.
And what's
Can
the
be
one
done.
I went to? That was like black and yellow.
Yeah,
Is that it?
yeah, that's
wow,
the one.
nice. I visited
Nice.
that over the summer.
Nice.
I knew why I especially loved it because it featured in the final scene of Bloodlands, which was I loved that series so much.
Started watching The Fall for the first time, the
Oh,
Jamie
nice.
Dornan thing.
Yeah,
Got really into it. Watched the
Yeah.
first season in like a day, and I've been on the first episode of the second season for about 2 weeks now.
uh-huh.
I haven't even finished it.
Just why? Just
I don't know, ran out of steam, man, of
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
maybe just have a wee break, have a bath.
That's why I watch it, man.
Oh,
Genuinely.
I mean that's a scary place to watch that because he gets some people when they're in the bath, doesn't he?
Old Jamie Dornan,
Yeah.
What do you call him? He went to my alma mater. Is that what the alma mater?
This-
The school
was-
that you
yeah.
used to go to.
Yeah, so he's a alumni. Like
Yeah,
yourself,
alumni.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, wow. He
There
went
you
to Bethany.
He did. Another great fact about Jamie Dornan: his dad was my mum's gynecologist.
Nice. That is his dad has done a lot of gynecology. Hasn't he? Like
Gynecology work.
a lot of people that's in there claim the fame, isn't it? That
Yeah.
Jamie Dornan's dad did my. I actually remember, I peed beside Jamie Dornan once.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
at an event, and I did look.
Were you just in the queue for the bar?
But yeah, he didn't know what I was doing. I was like, it's time to warm up, James. Yeah. And now I am not allowed anyone near him. But yeah, he's a nice guy.
Spokesperson for Diet Coke. Now, do you think we could get him on board for the Aqua Sloth? Although he's too good looking for Aqua
But he's
Sloth.
also too jacked. You know, like
yeah.
I've seen him in the gym once before, and he was doing like all like calisthenics type
Calisthenics,
stuff.
yeah.
That was impressive.
You know who would be perfect? Our perfect spokesperson.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to get him because he's dead.
Oh, I was going to say
Um,
R. Kelly.
I was going to say Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, Philip Seymour Hoffman
Yes,
would be
man.
great
Yeah.
for it.
Maybe we could AI something together
Yeah.
from like all his old movies.
You know who I think would be good? Post Malone. He would be in the Aqua Sloth.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's taken too much on in terms of advertising with like Bud Light and stuff.
Yeah. Well, who else? This is good. We'll wrap it up on this because I know you have to go. And I have a couple of questions actually.
Yeah,
I
no,
do need to ask.
yeah.
We'll wrap on them.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
just,
wrap on the
we'll get
questions.
ask the questions.
Well, I don't
Nathan,
know.
go ahead.
I was just going to say Jonah Hill, but did he get cancelled or something?
Yeah, but I feel sorry for him because I think he's just being a bit weird. You know, it wasn't like I didn't think it was a true cancellation. But I'm the one that's argued that why should P Diddy and R Kelly be cancelled. But I don't know the full facts. You know, Nathan says, "Hey, Papa Bear and the Aqua Sloth, TM. Given your extended soak times,
Yes.
what's the most ridiculous thing you've ever brought into the bath with you?"
One time I brought a bowl of rice and beef stroganoff, and I ate it while I was in the bath.
That is the most eloquent thing. That is the most gout-inducing image. Like that is modern day Henry VIII. Like just in a bath with the beef stroganoff. And did you use your bitch board with that as well?
Of course I did.
Yeah. What did you do when you finished? Did you wash it in the bath and instead of a clean plate? Or
That's what I do with every bath.
Yeah.
I just bring the dishes with me.
that's quite funny. Like you, why is that not your dream job? Working in a bathhouse? Can you imagine? Be tremendous. You
Just squeegeeing down the
Yeah.
tiles after every use.
Oh, can I tell you a gross story?
Please.
I was in the steam room many years ago in the gym, and I was just sitting like it was like a proper tiled steam room, and I had my hand sort of down on the side, and I just scraped along the bottom, and it was like this pink gooey sludge just like falling off my hand, and it was the worst thing I've ever. Because you know you get something, you're like, what is that? Oh my god! And then I found out I ended up working in that gym, and they were like, yeah, what happens is the sweat and the fat sweats out of people and gathers, and that was some other person's sweated steamed fat that had like coagulated that had coagulated under the seat, and I just scooped it all up, and it was so stinking.
Well, I'm actually kind of relieved because I thought you were going to say it was jism.
No,
which I don't know which is worse.
That's in the sauna, but it's always fried, so you have to peel it off, you have to scrape it off. Hey, is that spunk? Oh, it is, yeah.
It's like when you're trying to peel off a face mask.
Yeah. I mean, because that's where the jism ends up drying anyway. Matthew says, hola, Papa Bear and the Aqua Sloth. I've given you the year off so far. Wow, not pestered you about coming to the mainland. We travelled down from Edinburgh to see you support Andrew Ryan in Newcastle. When are you next popping over? Cheers, Shagger. So, you know what?
That's beautiful dedication.
I think I'm going to come. That's so. I mean,
I'm not
yes,
giving you anything for that.
From your nice question, I think I'm going to come soon. And yeah, I'm excited. Are you going to go yourself to the mainland?
Yes, I have stuff booked for the end of February and
can you say where you're
the
going?
Stand Comedy Club.
Oh, nice.
Doing the weekends there. So
Nice.
I'm excited for that first weekend there.
Yeah. Well, I just opened up Facebook there and noticed that on the NI Comedians. That's a bit much, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him in the Halfpenny Bridge Inn in Dublin.
Oh, it's nice.
Just doing a wee drop-in.
Wow.
Would you pay it?
No.
No.
I
Nor
don't.
would
I
I.
think comedians are arseholes nowadays, to be honest.
Mm.
I just think everyone's charging fucking way too much for what it is. You should just keep it nice and cheap, keep it nice and cheerful, have a laugh, be funny, don't lose your roots, don't get too big-headed, just be funny.
I think for every one of those shows that like a huge arena comedian comes over to do, they also have to do like 2 comedy club gigs that are completely free. They don't know that it's happening, and they just turn up.
That is a fucking great idea.
I would love that.
Like who, like in terms of comedians, who do you like in terms of maybe just what they do? No, it doesn't necessarily mean they're set or how funny they are, but how they carry on with stand-up.
Well, I like anybody who will turn up unannounced even at an open mic and go like,
Yeah.
"Can I have 5 minutes?" So that's why I like Mark Normand
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because that's he's done that in the past. Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That have all, like, especially in Dublin, they would probably go to the Crunch or Crackdown or something like that.
You see, I like it like my experience with seeing Jerry Seinfeld do that.
Mm.
Like he doesn't have to do anything really. He can
Yeah.
just sit and count his money,
Mm.
but he still goes out and does it, and I like that.
I like that dedication to the
Yeah,
craft.
I like that. And I would like to still think I enjoy doing stand-up enough that I'd want to try out new stuff.
I would
when I'm older.
100% do that. Yeah.
But imagine, but you could become jaded and hate it, but I hope not.
No, I don't know. I
Jordan,
think
you know what?
I think doing those like open mic things and stuff like that keeps you young at heart.
Yeah.
Young at Kevin.
You know what else keeps you young at heart? Drinking the blood of children. Jordan, it's been a pleasure.
So that was a new sponsor you were plugging there. Adrenochrome or something.
Adrenochrome. I mean, listen, I said at the beginning, I only take on sponsors of things that I believe in. So if Adrenochrome's keen, holler at your boy.
Pleasure as always. Thanks for having me on, Dave.
Enjoy Ian Thompson.
I will.
I'm the sly guy.